Hi guys, good evening, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host, Eddie, and I apologize for the delay in uploading this video, but I was busy Thursday night at the movies, and then Friday and the rest of this weekend was very full for me. I finally had a chance to watch and really enjoy the latest episode of Star Trek Prodigy, which dropped this past Thursday. So this is for the most recent episode. I am sorry for the delay. Thank you for bearing with me. So in tonight's video, I'll be doing my spoiler-filled episode review for the latest episode of Star Trek Prodigy. So if you're not caught up, don't keep watching or listening, as I will be discussing spoilers, plot details, character stuff, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Okay, so moving forward, I really liked this episode a lot. I thought this would be the one where the real Janeway learns the truth about the protostar and the kids and the diviner as well. Now, what I can't tell with the diviner is how much of this is an act or how much of his memory really is missing, because he remembered his daughter's name, but he doesn't seem to remember about the device he's got aboard the protostar, which will cause Starfleet to destroy itself. So it feels like this isn't an act and he has genuinely lost a good chunk of his memory. But once it comes back to him, I'm sure he'll turn on the real Janeway and the others in a heartbeat like that. So we'll see what happens there. I guess the guy with the patch with the one eye is a character from Next Generation called Okana. I think there was an episode called The Outrageous Okana. I can't remember if I've seen it or not, but I know that name, and I don't know if I've seen that character pop up anywhere else in the Star Trek franchise. I'm sure he has, but I guess who that's supposed to be, and I guess he's now thrown in with our crew of the Prodigy crew, or the Protostar crew. So that's cool. I liked the snowy planet they were on. I liked that they encountered other races like the Klingon and that they asked to ride from, and Murph seemingly turning into something more bipedal, like something with 2 feet, which seemed kind of cool. The snowy planet looked great visually. It was very impressive. Exciting episode, trying to avoid the real Janeway and her crew, both on the icy planet and then up in the stars as well amongst their ships. So that was pretty cool. Overall, just a very exciting, very good episode, which I think teased another confrontation, an inevitable confrontation between the real Janeway and her crew at some point later down the road, possibly towards the end, if not at the very end of this season. We will see them come face to face with the real Janeway at least one more time before the season is out, if I had to guess. So I liked that a lot. It was also cool seeing both the holographic and the real Janeway in the same episode so frequently. Not sharing any screen time, of course, not talking to each other, but seeing them both how alike and how different they are was pretty cool to me. So I really liked this episode a lot. I probably would have liked it a lot more had I recognized or known who Okana was. I had to look him up after the fact, after I watched this episode, and I was like, oh, that guy. Don't know if I've seen that episode of Next Generation, but I've heard of this name, I've heard of this character, and I think it's played by the same guy who originally played him all those years ago. Billy Campbell is his name. I don't know, something like that. But good episode overall, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next, because it feels like the chase is truly on at this point. Like they're already hot on the trail of the protostar, and now they are truly they're truly on their tail now. Like they're going to be chasing them for the next couple episodes, while our characters ironically do everything to avoid Starfleet because of the terrible device aboard their ship. Oh, I also cracked up at the Tellarite doctor giving Jankum Pog a hard time for being a runt, apparently, of a Tellarite. I guess Tellarites usually aren't that short, and he is considered a runt, which was both funny but kind of sad at the same time. The poor guy coming to realize that about himself. But good episode. I hope you guys liked it as much as I did. What did you think of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings on it. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome rest of your night. Star Trek Prodigy drops new episodes every Thursday on Paramount Plus. Have a good one, everyone. Thanks for watching. And of course, until next time, live long and prosper.